Hi players, bonjour from Paris. My name is Asaf and welcome to my channel Easy Board Games. I'm really sorry that I'm looking like a caveman right now, but I just wanted to give you a quick video about what's going on in my collection, what am I getting rid of, and what is new. Before we're getting started with that, I want to thank everybody who participated in the free giveaway and commented on my two March of the Ants videos. So as promised, I have all the names. I put it right over here and we're going to put it in a hat and we're just going to pull a name and declare the winner. So let's see who won the free copy of Vital Lacerda's The Gallerist. And that is Mike McCraith. I hope I pronounced it well. So Mike, congratulations. I'm going to contact you via YouTube and we're going to work all the details out. So now let's get back to business. On my right over here, you can see the two board games that are going to leave my collection. I'm going to say goodbye to them. I know that some of you are shocked because both of them are considered to be good board games. Let's start with Perseverance parts 1 and 2. So as I said in my previous video, when I ranked all Mind Clash's games, Perseverance is just too long to set up, is something that hit my table really rarely, and it's something that I don't feel I need to keep in my collection because again, it's rarely arrives to the table. This whole concept of like two board games in one box or whatever, it was just too much for me. Overproduced, too many miniatures, too many rule books, too many things to change between the two parts. And yeah, so for that reason, this is something that is going to go away. And Endless Winter is something, you know, actually both of these games are something that I felt I fell into this Kickstarter trap when these companies just like overwhelm you with like take these Kickstarter exclusives and this you'll not be able to get in retail later, and take some more expansions that you will probably never play or something like that. And with Endless Winter, maybe I didn't understand it well, or maybe this is what I wanted to see. But this part of like tiles really reminded me of Catan, you know, when you put your villages and you'll get the resources for them or something like that. And on the other side, I had like this worker placement. But again, Endless Winter, I feel that if it's not something that like reaching your table again and again and again, then every time you will open up the game and you want to add an expansion or something like that, then you will need to go over the rules again and understand how this goes with that and which cards you need to add. And at the end of it, I just had like too much material for a game that is not supposed to be super complex, and the experience that I had with it is not something massive. It's not an epic game that, in my opinion, requires this level of setup. So after we said goodbye to these two games, let's start with the first out of 3 new games that I have in my collection. And the first one is Beast by Studio Midhall. And Beast, for those of you who don't know it, it's a hidden movement game. It's actually the game that I'm working on right now in order to do a how to play with the setup and rules and everything. So it's a hidden movement, one versus many. Just like Letters from Whitechapel or even City of the Great Machine that I did a video also a while ago. And this is something that right now is hitting the backers in Europe at least. And it looks kind of promising. I can tell you that right now, after already a few games, I quite enjoy this game. There's obviously a lot of resemblance to other hidden movement games, like I said. Also, we can add to that mind management. And this is pretty much the area. So if you're not new to hidden movement games, I think you'll feel right at home. This is something that I'm intrigued to continue and discover, since there are multiple scenarios over here and some new monsters and hunters, like new beasts and hunters to discover. So that's the first game that is new to my collection. The second game that is new to my collection, it's not super new, but I think it's from recent times. Hold on, let me get that box into the table. So that's it. That's my workout for today. It's taking this crate from the floor to the table. This is a huge mother fluffing box, obviously overproduced, but who gives a fuck? So, for those of you who didn't recognize it yet, this is Company of Heroes, the board game, which is something that I'm super excited about because I just love the PC game. It's something that I played for so many years, the first one and the second one. So I didn't try it yet, I just opened it and checked what's going on inside. There's so many boxes, obviously. So it's not a super new game, of course, but I know that there's like a second edition. So it's almost like a reprint, but just like with some things that the creators added to it, which is supposed to come to backers, I think, not in a long time, if I understood it correctly from the Kickstarter page. And this is for sure something that I will do how to play video, a teach. I'm so anxious to get my hands on it, like in depth, and maybe even the miniatures, they're so crazy, and the board is huge, which is a little bit funny because I criticized like board size when I talked about Cerebria in my previous video. But who cares? It's Company of Heroes. I'm super excited about it. So that is the second game. Let's go to the third one. So the third game that I have right over here is not at all a new board game, okay? This is just new to my collection. I had my eyes on it for quite some time. I just waited for the right price to get it. This is a game from 2007 that had an amazing expansion, at least according to BGG, in 2008, but the price is crazy, so I don't have it yet. If you didn't guess it already, that is StarCraft, the board game. So massive box by a Fantasy Flight game that already we know many games by them, like Mansions of Madness and Fallout and Lord of the Rings, Journey to Middle Earth, and really there's a lot. I'm not going to count all of them, but I'm super excited to see it for two reasons. First of all, just like with Company of Heroes, StarCraft is such an amazing PC game that I already also passed so many years playing the first one and the one that we had in the middle, like the expansion, and then the second StarCraft, which were really amazing to me. So I'm curious also, beyond my excitement to just play StarCraft, the board game, to see how does a board game from 2007 in this caliber looks like. Is it going to be good? I heard that the rules are like okay, like so not so understandable, maybe like we're used to more recent rules that we have in recent games, but I'm super excited about it, and let's see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Guys, if you've been watching so far, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you learned something new, saw something that you like, please consider subscribing to my channel. Like and comment on the video. Let me know what you think about the new board games that I have in my collection, or what do you think about the ones that I threw away. Is it something that I'm going to regret? Do you agree with it? Is there some other game that you feel like I should try after seeing what's going on in my channel? And let me know if there is any kind of game that you would like me to do a how to play video. Really, it will be a pleasure for me to take that challenge and bring it to you. Thank you very much, and see you next time.